Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Crimson Pharaoh, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about Arbiter Vildred, a little Arbiter Vildred spotlight. I'll get into his gear right away. This is directed towards early game players, really, people that don't know the strengths and weaknesses of Arbiter Vildred, how you should build him, good artifacts, just kind of team composition for him too in Arena. So Arbiter, just put him on the free set you get in the game when you start. The 75 gear is fine too, but you need crit to be as high as possible, crit chance, because he is an off-element unit. He needs 100%, or as close to it as you can get him. 81% works for me, I guess. You figure he's hitting, he's critting on 3 out of 4 units in Arena, you figure. And then, the speed is low, and I'll get into that too here. For PvE, this is totally fine. He has a really high base speed to begin with, so just having this, not a big deal. Just extra damage is cool. However, moving on in Arena, when you are getting into the golden area in Arena, you need to switch this to a speed boot. There are free attack set gems and necklaces in episode 2 of the story. You can get them very fast. The first week you're playing, you can get them, and you get to Wyvern 13 and you're farming boots, and you get speed boots on the crit set, and you throw him on that, and then he's got if yours happened to roll the same speed mine did, it didn't roll very much speed at all. 11 speed here. I mean, this is just not very much speed. This is very, very easy to. You guys might get luckier than I did. I don't think you can get more unlucky with speed. This is one roll. This is one roll. I really hope it came with 4 speed. That would be unfortunate if I wasted a roll there. And this is 2 rolls. 3. It rolled really low. 3 rolls here. Right? 3. Huh. 3 rolls. This rolled really badly. This is an awful piece right here. But yeah, you can get him to almost, like, you can get him to 190 speed very easily. Just putting this to an 85 piece and reforging it, and he's there already. So yeah, that's fine. This is fine early game. If you want to go higher in Arena, it puts the speed boot on him, get the crit higher, and you're good to go. I'd say there's probably only 3 artifacts you should use on him. I use Moonlight Dreamblade, increases evasion, and I can get an attack buff when I evade. Dust Devil, when he uses a basic skill in Arena, it kills nothing. He's got a chance to go again, which could help out a lot. This could be good. This is like a 4th, like an honorable mention maybe. This could be good. It's not the biggest deal in the world. This is kind of an honorable mention as well. This penetrates defense as well. When it defeats targets, it increases combat readiness, so this is very good. But I would recommend, if you have a normal Vildred, you build the normal Vildred as well as Arbiter, and you put this on normal Vildred, and you're using normal Vildred in potentially Banshee and Asmonak. That's another, I'll get into that in a minute too, but this can give Arbiter an extra turn in Arena, which is huge to get an extra turn. So you have those 5 are probably the best options. I really like Moonlight Dreamblade, but yeah, I think we can get out of here now. Awaken him, skill him up, do as many skill ups, awakenings as you can. I'll go through this fast. He is great inside Saurian Adventure. He'll slay everything out, very straightforward. Great in Spirit Altar. He's neutral element to everything. He will slay everything out. Totally great. Abyss, great. He'll slay everything out. There are some stages where you need specific mechanics to get through, where you might not be able to fit him into the team, but for the most part, he's fine in Abyss. Bad in Hunt. Quite bad. I can do like stage 12 in Wyvern with him in the team, but Wyvern 13 is a whole different beast. You need an actual team for that. You can't really meme it. But yeah, if you're I actually ran Wyvern 11 earlier with Arbiter Vildred in the team, and it was not even close. I just totally destroyed the Wyvern, so it's Wyvern 11 is a lot easier than we thought it was back in the day. Golem, you really shouldn't be wasting time here. In Golem, do what you have to for the Adventurer's Path and get out of it. Banshee, you're going to get frozen and destroyed. Asmonak, you're bringing a debuff that you do not want in the team. You want a defense break is the most important, and then your next two that you can bring are unable to buff. They can't get buffed, which is that works as a strip as well. It's like a super strip, I guess. If you have the target cannot be buffed, it can't go into rage mode at all, and then you might not need a stripper in your Asmonak team. The other one is decreasing attack is just better than decreasing hit chance. Decreasing attack is a flat rate. You know what you're getting. Decreasing hit chance could affect this in no way at all. Potentially, it could do great, could do nothing. And then KDs, I haven't farmed this at all, but maybe he's good. Not sure. Labyrinth, terrible. He's totally fine in the castle. Farchi, Nixt, whatever. You're just going to slay your way through this. Super low morale. If you consider Adventurer Raz, Angelic Montmorency, and Commander Lorena to be the three core units of your beginner raid team, if you put that into a calculator with Arbiter Vildred, it's actually the highest morale team that I could find, and it's still only 23 to 24 morale. So he brings no morale at all. He's quite bad for morale. And just simple normal Vildred, green Vildred, is 14 points higher. You're getting 2 extra battles with just having a normal green Vildred. So that makes a lot more sense. They're just bringing flat out different stuff. He's bad for this. He's fine for these 3 because you're going to slay your way through. He's not a good raid unit. You need stuff with higher morale. Automaton Tower, because it's just a slay fest. You're just going wave through wave through wave. It's fine to bring him. He'll slay his way through it. Hall of Trials early game, totally fine to bring him. He'll do a bunch of damage. Can work out fine. It's not a big deal. If you bring him, you're good. Not a big deal. But he's great for Adventure, Spirit Altar, Automaton Tower, fine in Hall of Trials. Abyss, he's good. But Hunt and Labyrinth, and I would consider these two the most important PvE areas in the game. You need this for potential 88 gear in the future. You need this for just gear. I mean, you can't gear your units if you aren't doing hunts. Yeah. Until they add something in the game where you can buy gear consistently, the whales still have to farm. And he's not great anywhere. He's fine in Asmonak, he can be used, but it's probably better to just bring something else, to be quite honest. You need AoE damage. You definitely need AoE damage. But if you can get normal Vildred, you're in a better place with just having him. And then Arena. Arena is where everyone... This is why you pick him up. Right here. It's just simple, basic Arena. This seems like the hardest team. I'll just go against this one. I don't have a speed buff in this team that I use in Arena yet. I need to put gear on Ruzid. But this team it's got no sustain at all. It's only got 1 buff even. So we're gonna see how this goes right here. We're just gonna see. This was definitely the hardest team on the list. I push back. Okay. If you die with silence on, does it if Arbiter Vildred dies with the silence buff on, does it stop his passive from proccing? And he wouldn't revive? I'm not sure. Why do you have so many debuffs? Who are you? Vlad Dracul? Dude, this is... What are you doing with this many debuffs? Okay, so he even comes back here. And we'll see what... This is without a attack buff, no defense breaks on anything. I don't know if there's debuffs or... Okay, so he did a quarter? I'd say he did an average of a quarter of damage. So if you have a properly tuned team, I've got Ruzid back here instead of Furious. He's at 100% crit chance, higher speed. And I've got Charles and something that is more reliable for a defense break, like a Ran or a Tywin or a Lulika. And he gets this skill off. I would probably take half the HP off right here, and that's on free gear. So Arbiter Vildred on free gear will work most of the time. You'll find plenty of people at 1,200 points with one unit defenses or just trash defenses, like whether they're intentionally trash or not. You don't find too many of these, but I was just showing this off for just to show, like, even with these circumstances, like a team that's just definitely out of place. I don't know why he's not 1,000 points or more higher, but even just getting one attack off, nothing affecting it at all. It does a quarter of damage, which is a pretty decent chunk of damage in Arena. So he's going to carry you there. Obviously, don't fight teams like that, like a bunch of debuffs, tanky teams. Like, just find teams that you can cleave easily, and there are a lot of them, and you'll be fine. So that's why he's there. You can use him from the beginning when you're slaying out bots to rank 1. Every top player in the game has an Arbiter Vildred. Literally every single one. Yeah, this is why you're getting him. It's for Arena. It's not for PvE. Any AoE unit can farm. Lena, the 3-star ice unit, can farm. Like there are a ton of units that can farm, but Arbiter Vildred is really disgusting in PvE. Or I mean PvP Arena. PvP Arena. So that's where you're gonna be wanting to focus his build to use him there, and then he's fine in Adventure anyway. He can be built anyway in Adventure, and he'll be fine. He's typically cleave. You can try to put a counter set on him, a bruisey counter set. I guess you're not gonna have that early game. Speed is fine on him if you want to upgrade to a level 85 speed set and some crit gear. You're totally fine with doing that. That's totally reasonable. Yeah, he's super easy to build, and he will absolutely carry you here. So that's all for this video. Hopefully I kept this pretty short. But yeah, he's actually pretty bad in PvE. Like, he's fine against wave content, anything where you're slaying out weaker units, but there's multiple of them. But when you've got stronger stuff, boss monsters, he's bad. And raid, low morale, bad. So, but Arena, great unit. So anyway, that's all for this video. I've appreciated all the support. The people are subscribing, it's amazing for me to watch my subscriber count grow, and people liking the videos consistently and commenting. I love that support from you guys. It makes my life better that you guys enjoy what I'm doing. Like, it's an amazing feeling that people enjoy hearing me talk. So yeah, anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.